Good afternoon, welcome back, and if you're a new viewer, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do black powder rifles, both new and old. And here are your timestamps. Alright, so let's get into the intro, and I will show you these rifles in question. So, one of the first rifles in question is an inline 45 caliber black powder rifle. Inline means that the bolt itself and the nipple are in line with the barrel. It's 45 caliber. I already said that. Takes 50 grains of powder 2F. So first rules first, treat the weapon as if it's loaded. To confirm it is not. Nope. Now let's check the nipple. Now I don't know how to disengage a bolt action safely, so we're just not going to do that and just leave it in the cocked position. So forefinger under the ball, thumb over. It's going to form a ball and socket joint, so you're going to go up, back. There's nothing on that nipple. Same thing, forefinger under, thumb over, forward, down. The other rifle, this one I have a little more history on. This is the P53 Enfield. It was used by both Union and Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. It was imported from Britain. This saw more use on the Confederate side. The Union had its own musket known as the Springfield. It is 58 caliber, shoots 70 grains of powder, and it takes a different cap than the Hawkins or my Percussion Kentucky does. So I'm going to run you through the history of this rifle real quick, and then we will go shoot them both later today. The pattern 1853 Enfield is a rifle musket firing both a 50 cal or .57 diameter ball as well as the 58 cal or .577 mini bullet. Issued to troops during the Crimean War, it would see usage in 12 more wars, serving from 1853 to 1867. Approximately 1,500,000 of these were built and has a maximum range out to 1,250 yards. Designed by the Royal Small Arms Factory in Enfield, located in the United Kingdom. But so far, I'm not sold on the inline rifle.
Yeah, so this rifle, my father was actually interested. That's why he's in this shot. I don't really care for the inline for some weird reason. The rounds, they didn't want to seat until about 1.5 inches down the barrel. And once we got down the 1.5 inches seating, it was no longer a problem. It was just getting that 1.5 inches started. So we figured the problem once we got done shooting it.
So, not my cup of tea.
I don't like it. I don't like the idea of having to cock the bolt twice to fire. I don't like struggling for as long as I did to get the bullet set. So we made an improvised bolt starter and that worked. But no, in the end I ended up selling it to my dad. He likes it. He's happy with it. So
And then here's the bullet. This one does have paper on it, so I'm hoping. But how's this thing go? Hope in one hand, spit in the other. You're kidding. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to ram it down either way.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to ram it down that tight.
No, you shouldn't. And it was the right fucking mold too. There we go.
Yeah, see?
Alright,
You have caps. No, go ahead and leave me up here for a bit because I still got to film myself shooting the infield. And I'll just walk down. That way you can go get dinner and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if moving them up would help any.
It might. Not likely, but...
I like this rifle.
All right, well, 250.
Okay.
Alright, so that inline, not a fan of. It was unnecessarily complicated. The rounds, for some reason, were just struggling to fit in. So, I don't like it. As you can tell by the video, I sold it to my dad. He likes it. So now let's shoot my 58. Powder. I already checked. It's not loaded. I should have ran you through that. Half cock. That's our four-winged musket cap. Full cock. Just that meaty thud. You know what? This doesn't feel rebel-y enough. Give me a sec. Oh yeah, this feels much more better. Alright, so the mayor of New York said she'd rather have muskets when it came down to the whole gun control thing. What she fails to realize, a professionally trained person or just a hobbyist is supposed to get off 4 rounds a minute. So I brought a timer here. I'm going to set up a target, and then we're going to see if I can do 4 rounds a minute. Alright, target set up. The weapon is empty, just so you know I'm not cheating. No cap. No round. Alright, so let's see if we can give those Yankees something to talk about. Starting time 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Okay, so that was 2 rounds in a minute. So that's not good, but we also have to remember, soldiers were expected to fire 3 to 4 rounds on a parade, 2 to 3 rounds under actual stress. So the governor, mayor, wherever she may be, says she'd rather go back to muskets. What I think what she's forgetting, those 2 to 4 rounds a minute is still equal to 2 to 4 people a minute. And on average, a response time is 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, that's 10 to 20 people injured or killed. So she wants to go back to muskets, something where we actually have to wait, take time to aim. And if we were ever charged, we have bayonets too. So which means if you're too close for me to shoot, I can still stab. I don't think people should wait on things they don't understand. But on a happier note, how about we try that 4 rounds a minute thing again? So, starting 4, 3, 2, 1. Still 2 rounds a minute. So that means in those 2 minutes, using the governor's logic and everyone's stance on the Second Amendment, I injured or killed 4 people in 2 minutes. That's not good, but for obvious reasons, that's not great. I think that's all this was about, this video. It was about the stupidity of people thinking that for some weird reason, this is not as dangerous as a modern firearm. This is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous. I can do 2 rounds a minute. Out of those 2 rounds, well, 1 hit for a fact. Out of 4 altogether, 1 hit. I didn't like the inline rifle, and I like this Enfield. I'm sorry that we took a weird note on, mass shootings and public shootings, but for some weird reason, anytime that these events happen, everyone wants to blame the gun. And everyone thinks if they add more gun laws, it'll just be harder to get. Look at your criminal systems. Inmates have made homemade flamethrowers, have made homemade shotguns. They're not as dangerous as actual flamethrowers or actual shotguns, but they'll do the job just right. So attacking the Second Amendment or trying to make guns harder to get doesn't solve the problem. A lot of these active shooters were just someone who had no one to turn to. So if you think you're going to become one of these people, or you fear that someone might be one of these people, talk to them. The phone works both ways. Because if you haven't tried to reach them, what makes you think they're going to try to reach you? Active shooters and guns are not a legal problem. They're a people problem. So be part of the solution. Talk to people. Because this, I can leave it up here and it will not harm a single person. I, on the other hand, am very capable of doing it, but I also have people I can turn to should I have these thoughts. I have places I can go to make it where I am no longer a danger. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and, well, until our next project. Hey, yeah, so I know this video took a weird, serious, and political turn. According to a recent study, there have been more mass shootings going on this year than the previous years. And the answer, people for some weird reason think it's more gun control and more legal things to jump through. I think it's a people problem. Because after all, guns sit in gun stores all day and they have not once shot the gun store owner or any of the customers.
if you watched my previous 2 videos, you know I had to jump through quite a few loops, and actually I got flagged recently because I didn't wait the correct period of time to purchase a rifle. So it's not a legal problem. It's not a gun control problem. It's a people problem. The July 4th shooter, he sent out text messages to multiple people, and not a single person responded back. But these people also didn't report them. So in a small way, I believe these people are also responsible for the 40 injured, the 15 dead, and that 8-year-old child who died. I know it's a weird way to blame them when they didn't do anything, but that's exactly the problem. They didn't do anything. This shooter made his plans known, and they did nothing. A lot of these active shooters are people with mental problems, or they're in emotional distress. They find themselves in a dark place that they can't get out and they don't understand. They're asking for help and people are ignoring them. So they act out in the only way possible that gets attention. And that way has cost so many people's lives, has ruined so many families, and all because the people he told didn't treat it serious. So please, stop advocating gun control. Stop making more legal hoops to jump through. If you get a text message from a friend or family saying, hey, I'm going to go to this place and I'm going to shoot it up, pick up the phone. Call them. Ask them what's wrong. And if you don't want to do that, pick up the phone and at least report them. Because this is a people problem. This isn't anything else other than that. So, I hope you enjoy this, and our next project will hopefully be a lot lighter. So until then, have a beautiful day.